Hey, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Finally, election day. Obviously, not today. It's tomorrow. But I'm talking about it today. Cheers. Good morning, everyone. Happy November 4th. That's what it is, right? November 4th, 2024. Did you ever think we would finally get here? I didn't. But today I want to talk about something that we can't talk about because why not, right? Why not? We're going to have lots of people make their predictions. I'm going to make my prediction today as well. Should we hold people to their predictions or should we just forget about it? Much like when we tune in every week, we hear about, who the experts pick in who's going to win this football game, who's going to win this basketball game. And then they're wrong. And next week, there's not really any consequences to it. So we'll probably do the same thing with this election, even though it's much bigger than that. Anyway, what's up, everyone? Thanks for joining. The day is finally here. I know the day is tomorrow, but it's finally here. I think this cup is about done. Look at that crack. I don't know. Can you see that crack? This cup is probably done. I'll have to get something new. Anyway, glad you all could join me. Let's see if I can make it through this monologue without the channel being turned off. All right. So let's get to it. I look red. Like Trump looks orange. I'm not really this red in real life, I don't think. Maybe I am. I don't know. This election, it's really coming down to one thing. And that thing, well, you're not supposed to say it out loud. I mean, we're all dancing around it like it's Voldemort's real name, but here it is. The votes, or more specifically, who counts them. Yeah. Stalin said it first, I know. It's not the people who vote that count, it's the people who count the votes. Leave it to history's favorite dictator to write the playbook for 21st century democracy. Okay, fact check. There's no real evidence he actually said that, but it sounds really good, especially today. Let's be real. There's a lot on this no-go list, right? No-go list. Things that you can't talk about. You can't say out loud. Election fraud, that's taboo. Big tech censorship, nope, don't go there. Anything that sounds like it might involve a little bit too much reality is off limits. I mean, at this point, if you suggest that democracy could use a little extra honesty, people look at you like you're about to offer them a tinfoil hat. This whole election feels like we're watching a magic show where the magician is yelling, "Don't look behind the curtain." And everyone's like, "Oh, okay, that's fine. I wasn't planning on looking behind the curtain anyway." The magician's thinking, well, thank God for that. We got debates on the economy, foreign policy, immigration, but not a single person is allowed to whisper, "Hey, just making sure someone's double checking those ballots, right?" That is a thought crime. Here's the kicker, because I say here's the kicker every day. In any other area of life, we'd be obsessed with details, right? We fact check if our barista gives us the right amount of almond milk. With the person counting millions of ballots, you're not even supposed to think about it. It's like, don't worry, the most critical job in democracy is definitely fine. Just trust the system. Yeah, we all know how well trust the system's worked out, right? Always perfect. It's like if you ran a high-stakes poker game and said, "Hey, don't worry about who's dealing the cards, just focus on playing a good hand. That's all that matters." Look, I'm not saying anything is rigged, okay? I'm not saying that. But in what universe is it anti-democratic to ask the question. Let's face it, we're in an era where ideas don't get fact-checked, they get fact-canceled. There's a whole list of stuff we're not supposed to touch. The no-go list. Election questions, no-go. Corporate monopolies, no-go. Saying AI might replace your job, definitely no-go, unless you work in a call center for Amazon, in which case you're already training your robot replacement. But the list keeps growing. Pretty soon, we'll need a list just to know what is still safe to talk about it. Like, weather's fine? No, that's too political. How's your family? It's too controversial. Pretty soon, we'll all just be standing around like, so, anyone else see Paddington 3 yet? The crazy thing, even the networks play along. You won't see any debate moderators asking, hey, both of you, do you agree that the vote count will be accurate? No. Instead, we get hard-hitting questions like, can you clarify your position on some clean energy crap for the 23rd time? Meanwhile, the big question, who counts? Just hanging out in the back alley. Maybe, if we're lucky, it'll make a guest appearance on a podcast no one's heard of. But look, here's the big takeaway, folks. We all care about democracy, right? We love to say it's sacred. It's the lifeblood of our nation. But if that's true, then should we be able to ask questions, hard questions, all the questions? Because a democracy that can't handle scrutiny isn't democracy. It's the Truman Show episode with 330 million actors who don't even know they're on the set. So tomorrow, when you're in that voting booth, remember, it's not just about who you vote for. It's about who gets to tally up the score. And if that makes you uncomfortable, well, maybe it should. Happy Election Day, everyone. Don't worry, Big Brother's got it all covered. My name's Tom Coffey. This is the Coffey Nuance Show, the most ignored, censored commentary news show live right now. Flame on. All right. Oh, and I had come on. Finally, Election Day. That's what should have been there. Just a reminder, we're on the highway to 420 followers over on Rumble. But don't worry, we're stuck at 316. But, who knows? Maybe we'll get there. But I want to talk about predictions. Predictions for this election, and the idea that it's really important who counts. It's really important who counts. So I don't know. This is going to be pretty quick today. I've seen a lot of people make predictions, and I have two different predictions to make. For one very particular reason, do I believe what is going to be said is legit or not? Now, I'm not questioning that at all. But let's take a look at my electoral map, shall we? Here we go. This is what I made, and I just did it. You can see at the bottom, just minutes before I went live today. This is my prediction. Now, this is my prediction of how it will go down. It is not my prediction as to what I believe the vote tally is. But I'm not making any claims. I'm not making any accusations. Oh, is this not working? Apparently not. Okay. I'm not making any claims of any voter fraud, because we know that out of all the things that go wrong in the country, the one thing that doesn't go wrong is counting the vote. It has always been right, and it has never, there's never been any shenanigans with that. With that in mind, let's take a look at the map, shall we? So this is the map that I came up with. When we look, essentially, there's a consensus on the dark blue, which are the dark blue and the dark red. So the consensus is right now that the Democrats have 191 in their column. That's what's gonna be up there. The Republicans have 122 in the dark red column. We can just count on those going that direction. But what it really comes down to is the swing states. Now, in one universe, in an alternate universe where how do I phrase this? I guess where everything is counted accurately, right? 100% accurately. I might have a different map than this, but that's not the world that we live in, right? Sometimes mistakes are made. Now, it's never enough to change the outcome of the election, so I'm not making that claim. And I don't think that any mistakes that are made in this election, again, this is a prediction. I'm not making any claims about anything that's happened, okay? See how I got to dance around this? It's crazy. But let's look at the swing states. Now, my prediction is that Nevada will go for Trump. I believe that his turnout, his increase in support among the Latin American community has risen a lot. His push for no taxes on tips, that's going to be a big thing in a service area, a service part of the country like Las Vegas, Reno. Lots of people work in the service industry. I believe that that will tip it for Trump. That is my prediction for Nevada. Okay, let me just. Okay, so that is one of the swing states. My prediction for Nevada, but who knows? Who knows? Arizona. This is a really tricky one. This is very tricky. I'm not sure about Arizona. I do believe that. Let's see. How do you even phrase this? I do believe that if everything is accurate, that Trump will win Arizona. The question is, will there be a repeat of the problems last time? Now, last time there was one particular county, you know it, Maricopa County, where things appeared to be interesting, shall we say, and that swung the vote last time in favor of the Democrats. However, I believe that there is more scrutiny on what is happening there, and I believe that it will be a more accurate vote count this time. I wouldn't bet on it, though. I don't think that I would take a bet on how Arizona will go. However, I have put it in Trump's column. All right. The other swing states. Let's go to Wisconsin. Wisconsin's worth 10 electoral points. Wisconsin should be in Trump's column. However, let's just say that Tim Walz is the governor of Wisconsin. If you are on the ticket, you should be able to round up support, shall we say, enough support in your own state to get that in the blue column. I wouldn't bet on Wisconsin. In fact, I wouldn't bet on anyone not carrying the state of the person in the race. Okay? So that's just how it is. It's probably coincidence, but things to me appear to be in the direction. Again, this is not what I think the actual vote will be. This is the results that will be reported, And those are probably the same, right? I'm not making the claim that they're different. You know what I mean? But I believe that I wouldn't be surprised if Wisconsin was blue, although I wouldn't be surprised if it was really red. Okay. Michigan. Michigan should be red. However, there are a lot of things in Michigan that happen that I don't trust. And for that reason, in fact, I've done videos about it in the past. Years ago, you go to a place. Now, when you go to Michigan and you look at the turnout for the individual counties and whatnot, almost all of them will be red, with the exception of Detroit. Right? It's the big cities, which will be blue. Everything else will be red. And it's kind of the big cities where things get sketchy. I proved years ago, just going to the Secretary of State's website in Michigan, that they clearly had more people registered to vote in Detroit than there were people over 18. But again, that doesn't prove shenanigans. It's just concerning. And it's so concerning that for my prediction, I will say that Michigan will be blue. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be, but that'll be my prediction. Pennsylvania, I will put in the Trump column. I believe that it is too overwhelming in the state of Pennsylvania. There have been too many new registrations of Republicans. I don't believe that Philadelphia will be able to overcome the gap. But again, Philadelphia has a history of results that look suspicious. Not saying that anything happened, but all of Pennsylvania, Philadelphia would look to be the most suspicious. I don't believe that it will be able to counter the rest of the state. I'll put that for Trump. North Carolina, I think, is going to be solidly for Trump. And lastly, Georgia. I'm going to put that in the red column as well. Now, again, who knows? Georgia was very odd last time. And so not a whole lot would surprise me. But that's my prediction as of now. I might update it. I don't know. But I will post on X my final map. And I wish you would too. If you have an account on X, go to 270towin.com, post your own prediction prior to the election and see how close you get it. So I'm putting it at 287 to 251. My prediction is that Trump will eventually, after all the court cases and everything, will be declared the president. That's my hope. But stranger things have happened, right? Stranger things have happened. However, could it be a lot more red than this? It may be. It may be. I do think that we are going to see some evidence of some shenanigans this time. However, of course, there has never been any shenanigans in the past. This is just a prediction that might be the case, and it will be caught. And I believe it will be kind of a redemption, the redemption arc for Trump returning to office. But who knows? Who knows? Who knows? We're all living in our own bubbles, right? I know that most of the people that I know are in a totally different bubble than me. In fact, I've been told, Tom, you're the only person I know that has that point of view. Yeah. So these people are going to be in for a big surprise come, I don't know, a week from now or whenever the dust settles. They're going to be in for a big surprise. Perhaps. Or perhaps it's the end of the country. Who knows? Who knows? Anyway, I would love to know your thoughts on it. Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments. And who knows? I don't know. I'm getting a little stir crazy, a little crazy. I don't think I'm going to be going out much in Portland after Election Day for obvious reasons. Things are going to be a little out of control, as they were. Well, as they are every election, to be honest. But I may do a live Tuesday night election night stream. So if you happen to be online on Tuesday night and you want to swing by, and I think I may be streaming some other people and making comments about what's going on. So perhaps you want to drop by and say hi. That'd be cool. Anyway, hope you all have an awesome time. I will speak to you all in the after show. Until then, peace. All right. What's up, John? Nice to see you. Hashtag Rubble Gang Gang. I knew it. Natasha, I predict lots of drinking tomorrow, starting early. There will be. It's okay, Tom. I've been told that I look green. You look green. I do look especially, I don't know, is this pink? Especially pink today? That's okay. It's better than the alternative, right? I could have fallen on my face and have 2 black eyes and whatnot. So it's all in perspective. I've been told my neck is a little red. It's a Tennessee thing, I guess. Yes. Perhaps. What's up, Tobias? What's up, Doug? Nice to see everybody. Toby Music, what's up? What's up, man? Nothing like tiptoeing around your words while practicing free speech. Well, that's the thing. That is the crazy thing, is there are these things, and I'm trying to come up with a name for these topics. And I was calling them like no-go, like a no-go topic. But I think there can be a better name for that, right? Like the no-go list of topics. You can't talk about election fraud because it doesn't exist, right? But if you were to even bring it up, that's bad news. Global warming or something like that. If you have an alternative point of view on that, that's a no-go topic, right? These are the kind of topics that would get you fired from your corporate job if you were to put them out on social media. So, and then there's other, like, I don't know, moon landing or whatever. There's other topics that just even bringing them up, even the possibility, or even discussing the ideas around it, other historical events, maybe points of view on why certain things happened in history. Alternative points of views will get you removed from social media platforms. So what do you call those topics? Right? I was thinking like no-go topics, but who knows? Who knows what you call them? I would like to come up with a name for those topics just to see it. Natasha says, don't like that Texas is not dark red. Saw a shirt recently, don't Dallas my Fort Worth. Big cities are problematic here in the Lone Star State. I lived in both Dallas and Fort Worth. There was a little difference between the two politically. That's for sure. I left both. Um, I really did. I really liked living in Dallas. I really liked living in Fort Worth. Obviously, there were some issues, and hindsight's 2020. I don't think I appreciated it as much as I should have at the time. But maybe we all just kind of complain about the situation that we're in. Um, at the time I was in Fort Worth, I didn't appreciate a conservative point of view as much as I do now. Um, but that's it, right? We live and learn. Um, it's kind of like playing the board game Taboo. It is a bit like playing the board game Taboo. We went from election day to election month. That is true. I did turn in my ballot already. Now, here in Oregon, we have you cannot vote in person. It's all vote by mail, or you can drop off your um, ballot at a ballot drop box, which I did. And we also have a thing that you can check your ballot to see when it's been counted. So every day they post those online. You can go on to, I think it's Ballot Tracks or something like that, and you can put in your information and find out if your ballot has been registered as having been returned yet or not. That's the way that it works here. I know very different in the rest of the country. Originally, I was very much in favor of that system. In fact, I made videos about it, talking about how great it was that I could sit in a hot tub with a glass of wine and fill out my ballot. This was prior to 2020, and at the time, I really thought it was the best way. I still like the idea of being able to sit down and work through exactly how you're going to vote on everything. But I would like more transparency and some kind of see. Can you even say voter ID? Right? Well, that even gets you canceled today. I don't know. It's crazy. You can be an honorary Texan, Tom, even though you refuse to leave Portland. I don't refuse to leave Portland. I'm in Oregon because my family's here. I want to be around them, and I have some other reasons for being here. Again, it's where else do you go? Right? um, no sales tax. That's kind of nice. High property tax, but no sales tax. I don't know. Yeah. Will they pronounce the victor tomorrow night? No, they're not going to say who won tomorrow night. I do not believe that at all. Lucid says he's got a blender for frozen margaritas. The thing with frozen margaritas, it's hard. Frozen margaritas are hard when it's cold outside. Like right now, I'm looking out and it's gray and windy, and it was raining this morning. It's hard to do frozen margaritas when it's that cold. But who knows? Maybe I'll make an exception for tomorrow. But yeah, my prediction that I put on the screen is not what I believe it should be. Okay, I think it should be a landslide. And I believe that Trump should win every toss-up state. However, that's not the world that we live in. So, yeah, we'll just have to see. We'll just have to see. That's all I can say. But yeah, I might be hanging out tomorrow night, drinking, and watching the results pour in. But I do not believe that they will make a call tomorrow night. I think that Trump might declare himself the winner, and then there'll be a lot of pushback from the media saying that he shouldn't do that. Natasha says, you can vote naked with mail-in ballots. That's kind of exciting. Yeah, you can. You can. That's for sure. Bring the chips and guac. Nice. Love it. Yeah, but anyway, that's all I have for you today. The point that I wanted to make today was just what I think is the biggest factor in deciding who wins. No one's going to talk about it, because that's the system and that's the way things are set up, which is kind of weird, isn't it? Anyway, that's all I got for you today. I will perhaps see you tomorrow night. Otherwise, I'll be back on Wednesday to talk about them not declaring a winner. Hope you all have a good one. Until then, peace.